Here's the thing, as a travel vlogger, I'm always asking myself the question of whether I should even be sharing places like the one that I'm about to show you. Because you know how it goes. I go there, I make a video, people like it, people watch the video, people decide to go there, lots of people decide to go there, and the place gets ruined. I don't know if it's always like this, and I think today I want to see if I can find some sort of answer to that question, because I really want to show you this place. I'm on my way to a mountain village where I'll be staying with a local Hutsul family. The Hutsuls are an ethnic group indigenous to these lands, with their own dialect, culture, and traditions. I think you can already see just how special this place is. Driving at the speed of cow out here in the wild Carpathians. After a couple of hours of driving into the mountains, I finally arrived at my host family's home. Alright, first things first, let us show you around this beautiful place. Here I've got Andrei, my guide from Green, Ukraine, who's the one who brought me here and showed us this place. So Andrei, tell us a little bit about this village.
Hello guys, we are now in sLOVEnia. It's a remote Carpathian Carpathian village.
No tourists. And you said it's the end of geography.
Yes, it is, because it's really remote.
Beautiful. Alright, let's go and check it out. sLOVEnia is really at the end of the map, one of the very last villages before the road's end. After here, it's just the wild Carpathian forests and mountains for miles on end. In a place as remote as this, people stay faithful to tradition.
Доброго дня, пані Єва. Ми дуже раді вас бачити в наших краях, в горах Карпатах, в селі Шибеному, біля нашого дому. Асанівка.
Okay, now that I've had 8 welcome shots in one single hour, let's go and ask our guide Andrei some questions. Andrei, where are we and what's going on?
We're in paradise.
Alright, finally we've got a tour of the homestay coming up. Mikolai, our host, offered to show me around the homestay. It's a beautiful traditional house. Let's take a look.
Це наш дом. Мої всі трофеї.
Kuchnia?
Кухня.
This is one of the traditional Eastern European ovens. I remember having one of these in my own home at my grandparents' place, and you could actually sleep up here. You could bake bread over there, you could make food over here, you could keep stuff warm over there. This is one of those things that if I ever have a home of my own, I want to have one of these ovens. Amazing stuff.
А це спальня.
Out of Spania. Hey! So there's 2 types of different kitchens in Hutsul homes. One is the winter kitchen, which is inside of the house. And then there's a second kind of kitchen, which is the summer kitchen, which is outside of the house. Let me show you. Here we've got a table, here we've got some cupboards, here we've got another oven, and here we've got fridge and a stove, and that's it. There's a bed. Хто тут śpi?
Я і дружина, і маті відпочиваємо.
So basically just anyone who wants to relax a little bit. Super convenient.
Всіх запрошуємо до нашої вітальної кімнати. Вона у нас просторна, велика, і в ній зберігаються всі наші цінності. Тобто це всі наші іграшки, також всій наш одяг, тобто одяг, вишивки всі наші.
Thank you very much, Oksana. And let us show you around this very special room, which you can find in pretty much every single Hutsul home. All of the shirts that you see here are hand embroidered, and this work takes months sometimes. So women during the winter months would sit and work on some of these shirts for their husbands, for their kids, for themselves, for their families. And so the value of a shirt like this is absolutely huge. They can cost not just hundreds of euros, but thousands of euros in some cases. They are true family heirlooms. It's now my turn to try on some of the traditional Hutsul outfits. Okay. Okay, the shed is on. This is probably the most precious part, but it's not the end. There is still another level to this, and that is the skirt.
Так, рівно по тому.
То трудно.
Кожна має своє і це.
This makes the outfit almost complete. You've got the shirt, hand-embroidered shirt. There's a beautiful belt and, of course, a traditional skirt. Here we go. Do I look like a Hutsul lady? Yeah, Hutsulka? This is seriously precious tradition, and I really wish that more countries and people still held on to their traditions as much as the Hutsuls do. I want to show you the room that I'm staying in right here in this beautiful homestay. It's on the second floor, which is so nice. I mean, it's all wooden, and all the wood that you see here that was used in the construction is from the forests up on these mountains. So welcome to my beautiful little cozy room. This place is honestly like my secret fantasy. I would love to come here and live here for like a month. There's good internet, beautiful views, nice people, amazing food. What's not to like? Starting from the corner of the room, we've got a beautiful old antique chest with a lovely mirror. Then here on the side, we've got a table, another mirror, and a holy painting, plus beautiful hand-embroidered decorations, of course. Then we've got a little chair, which is very simple, this incredible window with just the most gorgeous view you could imagine, another chair, and a small bed. That's it. It's simple, but what else do you need? A powiedzcie jeszcze raz, jak to się nazywa?
Тісто.
Ciasto. A z ciasta co będziemy robić?
Вареники з сиром.
Wareniki z serem. Alright, let me try. I've done this a couple of times before because my grandma makes a version of wareniki in Poland which is called pierogi. The dough just has to be beautifully light and thin. Now we need to cut out perfect little circles with this glass. This is arguably the most important stage of making wareniki because this is where we add in this delicious fresh cheese filling. But you know what the tricky part is? It's when you close the dumpling. Oh, I think I put too much. Za dużo. Okay, here we go. This is, I would also say, the most rewarding part because making this tiny little cute pattern on the dumpling is what makes the dumpling a dumpling. You know, there's nothing quite like the taste of homemade dumplings, and these wareniki are no different. Super fresh, really hearty. This is the kind of food that you would have on a cold and long winter night to warm you up and fill you up and remind you of home. This is the main bridge of the village. Here we go. There's some serious holes in here. Here's one. I want to show you guys a proper traditional Hutsul home right here in the Carpathian Mountains in the Ukraine. All right, are you ready? Let's go inside.
Уже 40 років, це коли я виходила заміж, мені дала моя мама у віно.
Jak długo wam zajmuje, żeby zrobić taki jeden dywan? How long does it take?
Якщо у мене немає тіску, Та й не хвора, то можна, якщо рано стаю, якщо чоловік кутається, то за один день я отакий можу зробити. Але якщо воно вже ниточка напрядена, я просто стою коло верстата і витикаю. І туристи купують, це сильний у Косові базар такий великий, що цим займаються, купують і туристи. І є такі люди, що скупляють їх багато і вивозять. Оце мені мама дала, коли я виходила заміж.
Направду?
Так, це 40 років. Мене віддавали таку, збирали гуцульське.
Can you guys believe that this dress is 40 years old? It was given to this lady as her wedding gift, and it's so new and so beautiful and so well kept. I'm amazed. It's super rainy outside. I mean, the rain is like crazy. It's just, it feels like a waterfall is falling down from the sky. That's how it feels. And so we have taken shelter here in this beautiful traditional home. We're having a drink or two. That's the life.
Чиня.
А ну, я знаю без...
Oh yeah.
Єва, порчиня.
Porcini. Do you guys even understand how luxurious this is? We've got porcini mushrooms straight from the Ukrainian forest. Keep in mind, these mushrooms go for like 100 euros or more per kilogram in Italy. And we just have them as pickles here. I am from Poland. That's the culture I was kind of raised with. Here we've got homemade sausage and meat, homemade mushrooms, homemade cheese, and not homemade chocolate, but homemade bread.
Хліб теж домашній.
Домашний. Хліб домашний. І компот. Unbelievable. And this is exactly what food, in my opinion, should be like. Local, homemade, with love. That's it.
Це значить гуцул. Гуцул має любити худобу, корови, свині. Оце є гуцул, це є газда, що повне стання худоби. А найперше це любов для України. Та й благополуччя, та й оце.
У нас двоє дітей.
Син не жонатий, у
Син не
нас донька
жонатий.
замужем, має 2 дітей, 2 внуків, внук на роботі, внучка учиться.
Ми пенсіонери.
Але
все
ми
наше,
робимо.
все наші натуральні продукти.
Ми все це робимо.
Ми все самі робимо.
своїми
Самі
руками.
робимо, своїми руками.
Це проблема це у нас не одна найбільша, це схід. Оця війна.
Війна нам найгірша.
І
Щоб
трохи
війна
дороги.
кінчилася, і дороги погані до нас.
Отаке у нас, а так.
Їхали,
проблема.
бачите.
Нічого не жирне, нічого
Такий самий.
We've had such a beautiful evening out here, and now it's just fog and mist and the sunset out here in this Hutsul village. This is just one of those moments where you know that it's one of a kind. You gotta come out here and see it for yourself. What an amazing time with this beautiful family. This is Hutsul tradition of hospitality, welcoming people who are guests, and showing off tradition. That's it. We're about to see Pani Vasiliana, who is a local molfar. Molfars are people who have special, magical, let's call them, abilities. And this lady here has a skill, a very unique skill of her own. Let's see what she's like.
Я можу від гадюді примовити, ружу спалити, отаке вашу спухло лице, ну та й то розчервонілося, я маю лем, та й таке, та й то запалю, та то летить, та й то помагає. приходять люди, та я кажу, прийшов якийсь чоловік, то геть, та й каже, я не знаю, я ходжу по лікарях скрізь, я дуже здоровий, все, ну а я такий слабий, зуби болять, голову болить, їсти не годен, спати не годен, що я маю робити? Ну я кажу, хтось вам що ж приробив, то й вас хтось може зурочити. Ну, лиш вам нараз стає недобре, рвоти, голову болить, все. Беру ніж, вогонь, воді в горщик, та й туди ножем, та й туди зістріть, відб'явліть узад. Це порахую, воду то все обмийте, покушуєте, я то туди висиплю, і вам стає добре. Така гла, це від гадюки, від змії. Не Войгош, це Войгошка. Заклинаю погану голову, погану тварь, погані очі, погані зуби, поганий язик, най щезає, пропадає, най се в тім моменті розсідає. Це треба так, тепер це чеснок треба потовчи його, мочі, чеснику, це потовчи разом з цеглою і мастити губи корові тут, там, де вкусело, і худобі, і для людини можна це робити так. І людині це примовити це можна. Так змащувати це, кушати цього, мастити, де воно вкусело. Прабаба знала, баба, мама. Так, а це вже до мене прийшло. Це дуже старих людей.
So Babushka actually never left the village. She spent her entire life living here, and yet she somehow ended up living in several different countries. That's because these lands throughout the ages and throughout the centuries, even in the last 91 years of her life, have been occupied by various different powers, from the Austro-Hungarian Empire to Poland, to Germany, to Russia, and now finally they're back in the hands of Ukraine. After I casually sang a song in Polish, Pani Wasiliana decided to share a Hutsul song with us. This is it.
Ой, ходив я, куди ходив, назад завернувся. Мала мічкаю Петрівку, з Любков не набувся. Мала мічка у Петрівку потягла надміну. Нема Любки завидної, хоч би на годину. Нема Любки завидної, та й не буду мати. Та втратив я здоров'єчко, буду банувати. А втратив я й здоров'єчко, та втрачаю волю. Гуляючи, співаючи, бідашко з тобою. А бідашко й солодянька, бідашко з тобою. Та як то та й щука репка залітнув водою.
I really can't believe it, but I'm about to leave this beautiful heaven on earth, even though I really wish I could stay for longer. But I'm really not too worried about this place becoming too touristy, because there simply isn't anything to do in the conventional touristy sense. There are no beaches, no roller coaster rides, no major attractions. You come out here to enjoy the nature and learn about the local way of life, meet the locals, and that kind of travel takes a certain kind of traveler. So I'm not too worried. And I really think that people like Mikolai, Maria, and Andrei make a pretty good selection of the people that do come out here. So, meanwhile, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and give this video a like, and I will see you in the next adventure. Mwah! Bye!